yourself.
Check the live. You'll see what the topic is. Oh man, I look like a weird. Okay, I have to shift where I'm sitting. Give me a minute. Okay. There we go. Nope, I still look dark. I still look hella dark. Give me a minute, peeps. I didn't check my camera before I did the live. So, anywho, I'm on the phone with my two friends. One's a new friend and one's my friend from high school. So say hi to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi.
Well,
YouTube.
Okay, thank you. I have to buff somebody for their. Okay. I still look dark. That's what happens when you're black, man. Right now, my floor is still wet from this morning because I kind of like spilled. Okay. I don't need my computer connected to anything. But this bath is so like. Not that one. The one after that. Okay, you can see me better. You can see me better. I'm going to post this video. We'll share this video. Oh man, I just actually went incognito.
Not gonna be on here long though.
Why?
Because I'm tired and I have to work in the morning. I'll also probably be here like 10:45.
Okay. Let's post this on my Snapchat chats. Okay, link is sent. No. Oh God. No, I'm gonna send the link. To my Snapchat story. Because I get a lot of traction. That's probably how that weird person from last time came onto my Snapchat feed. Who is making so much noise?
Not me.
The vibration is my phone.
Okay, now that is sent out to the wells. Let's wait for people to come in. It sounds like somebody is playing with a balloon.
Chit chat with T-Doms and Littles.
Oh God.
That was the topic. I thought of you because I had a really nice conversation with a friend of mine. I love you did. copy this link so I could post this on my Snapchat, my Instagram story? I finally do. Okay. You said hi and then left. What kind of joke is this?
I didn't leave.
It says no one's watching.
It's showing one person, and that's me, I guess.
Okay.
I'm your number one fan.
Don't mind the dead friend. Okay, he sounds dead. Like he needs a pep in his energy.
I do get. Never mind.
Oh God, I want to know.
What are you about to say? Go ahead, say it, man.
There was Chit eating again.
Huh?
I said, there you go, eating again.
You have a problem with me eating?
So.
Okay, hold on, give me a minute. I have to share this.
Turned into fat. What hurt you? Eating this late at night freaking turned into fat. But it won't hurt freaking to you though.
Exactly. I wake up looking this beautiful. Okay, seriously, it's like somebody's playing with a balloon. Okay, whoever's playing with that balloon, stop playing with that balloon.
Not me, I'm just laying in bed.
Okay.
With the what?
Who's ever playing with that balloon, stop playing with that balloon. It sounds like somebody's playing a balloon.
I don't know what that sound would be. Maybe my cord?
Uh-huh. Carry on. We have some nice soft music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if the live stream can hear me.
Oh.
Wait. Are you? Is anybody hearing me? If you're hearing me, put in the chat that you are hearing me. I don't know why, because I'm not seeing the volume thing, like the green volume thing. Hold on.
I guess freaking Corey's working overtime.
Mm-hmm. I have to put the video on my phone to see if my sound is working. Apparently, I'm not seeing the green thingy. Okay, so my light is working. Okay, it's just that I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay, nice music playing in the background. Let's turn that down a little bit. So, like the title says, this is what the topic is, because I had a nice, interesting conversation with my friend today. Because let me give you a little backstory of my personality, my person. Who is T? What makes T tick? Okay, we're not going to talk about what makes T tick because that's another topic for another time.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What were you saying? Something about you ticking?
Oh, I said what makes T tick. Okay, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna learn who's T and understand who is T. So let me get backstory for this topic. Okay, so apparently, I have a strange need to provide, to care for people, to take care of people, and also another strange need to be doted on, to taken care of, to be protected. I think I blame my mother for that part, but because my mom was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Anywho's, so I had moved out the country 5 years ago. Right now I'm in America. Okay, I'm not in a new country I moved out of. I came back to America to sort out some adult things. Moving on. So 5 years ago, I moved out of the country, and I went to high school in Trinidad and Tobago, and I made some friends. So I started off fourth form, which is basically 10th grade. So I basically started off with making friends who were about three. Someone were 4 years younger than me. I'm thinking they're 3 or 4 years younger than me. Come to find out, one of them was practically my age. It still shocks me that she's practically my age. Anyhow. So when I started the school, I made friends with these two kids who were in first form, and I was in fourth form. So first form is basically 7th grade, and so you have this 10th grader who make friends with a 7th grader. They called me mom, and I basically the thing is they were Irish twins. They're one was a year older than the other one, and so I called them my twins, my beautiful twins. I had the nice, well-behaved child, and the one who needs help. And come to find out, she's a lesbian. Come to find out, I learned about 3 years later. She learned 3 years into our friendship, I learned she's a lesbian. And so about a couple months later, I made two more friends. One of them happened to hear my two first friends called me mom, and so they decided that she decided that she's gonna call me mom too. So random, as one child called me mom. These two child, I counted them. I liked them, and I just latched onto these two and called them my children. And so they called me mom. And then when I was in fifth form, I made a new friend. And I was pissed off with her cousin, who's in the same grade. So fifth form is basically 11th grade and 12th grade wrapped them into one. So basically, I was pissed off with her cousin, and so I decided, you know what, you are now my child, and so she calls me mom. If I walk the street and these kids see me, they're automatically gonna call me mom.
Wow.
Automatically. And then so as I'm in fifth form, about a couple more months later, when this girl who just ran around became my friend, I was talking to these girls. I was talking to her and said, I'm looking for my children. And it's am I your child? Am I one of them? I'm sure. And so now she calls me mom. And then I reached sixth form. My like, so I'm gonna tell you, sixth form is basically community college. So my first year, sixth form, which is lower six, is I met another friend who's friends with one of my my school child. So he called me mom because he heard everybody else call me mom. He heard one friend call me mom, so he called me mom. So I had to say. When I was in fifth form, I had this friend who's gay. So he was like an outcast, everybody. And I took him in and called him my child. But mistake. I should not have done that. I should have not have called him my child. It was a nuisance to me and everybody else around him. So I disowned him. I said he's not my child anymore. Like, everybody asked me what happened to this child when your gay son. I'm like, what gay son? I have no gay son. He's like, what? When you had a big meltdown. That meltdown is another story. I said, I have no gay child. I just want that man, that boy. I just want him good. And so I literally. And so when I was still in lower six, I made this these two girls. One in my sister year form, who my sister was second form, and so second form was like 8th grade, and my little brother was in first form. So this girl, my little brother's year form, and mind you, first form is 7th grade, and so basically, the one from my sister's year form, she called me auntie, and the one from my brother's year form called me grandma.
Wow.
So literally, but the whole point of the story is that I am literally like a mother figure to people. So like that kind of helps with the baby fever I have going on with my life right now. I just thought my reasoning to doting on people and taking care of other people who are younger than me and be there for people who are younger than me is because I have the need or the want to be a mom. And then he asked me, my same friend, he asked me if I like people to take care of me, or if I behave like a child most times, or do I like to take care of other people and be there and help other people. I said both. He said he basically what I said what I was before was right, but I don't feel complete with that kind of with that label. That label doesn't complete me.
Breaking up.
Huh?
You're breaking up.
Oh. I'm breaking up on my live stream or Snapchat. Oh, because I'm on my other phone. I had signed in the Snapchat on my other phone, and it picks up the Wi-Fi very crappy in this room. And I can't go downstairs because my aunt's home. Anywho, so he helped me understand. So basically, now I did do research. Like I said, the last live stream, I did do research about this because I was reading a book and I talked about it. So I wanted to know what it was really about before I decided to read way more books, just like the book I read because I liked it. So I kept reading more books about it. And I do my research at the same time and look to social media like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, like any other normal Gen Z who scrolls through the internet like profusely. Great. Those are great ways to spend your Saturday. Anywho, so kind of learn some of the things that we as the internet likes to call it, switches, as the internet likes to call it. I don't like that label. I think there should be a different label for people like me who are more caregivers than littles. So kind of have to figure that out. But as I was talking to that guy, to my new friend today, he was like, we were talking about something, and all of a sudden the conversation switched. Hold on, let me find the receipts to this conversation we had. It was confusing. I'm like, what are we talking about? And he's like, what were we talking about? I'm like, you confused me, man. Give me a minute. I have to scroll a bit because we were talking whole day, practically whole afternoon.
I didn't know it was cigarette. I had never cigarette.
Oh.
Got you. My bad.
So here's what it is. So I woke up this morning. What time was this? What time was this thing? Give me a minute. I'm trying to figure what time this was. Oh. No. So when I got home this morning, at 4:02, he sent me this. He said morning. He told me, he's like, morning to you kids. Like my friend who introduced me to him, she would call me T. Am I right? Yeah, this child would call me T. And so he sent me a screenshot of what he was listening to on Pandora, and I like that song. It's a really nice song. But when it came out, I liked it, but now I would skip it. But if I can't skip it, I will listen to it. So he's like, at first it made no sense. At first when I started reading it for a minute, it made no sense. But then when I read it over again, it made sense what he was trying to tell me. So it said, Stuffy favorite snack, put on your cartoon or favorite YouTuber, hold you. Of course, you're not going to want to be held at the same time, be comforted and assured. You are cared for and listened to and not being ignored. You want to have your needs met, not sexually, just comforted as you gather your thoughts and come back to a leveled way of thinking and can explain what happened when you feel ready. And I'm like, did you like hop in my head? Because that's exactly what I was trying to tell people, but they not like those exact words. I shouldn't use the exact words, man. So he's like, nah, he was just able to read people. And I'm like, I'm surprised she's single. I'm surprised she's single. I'm like, literally, like, how? You can take care of somebody. And then the whole conversation, then he started talking like he's like a little, and I'm like, dude, now I was like hella confused. I'm like hella confused, and I'm like, wait, what? He did tell me, but he likes to do some. He likes to be high, and what?
Who doesn't?
He likes to be high and do childlike things. Like, mind you, this man is like 14 years older than me. So let's just remember this guy's like 14 years older than me. So I'm like, I'm confused. So like, I'm confused with what we were talking about in the first place. I thought we were just talking like two grown adults. And then he's like, he tells me he's alone, so I'm like, okay. And I'm like, then I then proceed to tell him I don't know what I am. And so here's literally what he asked me. Do you feel like you regress to being like a child, always feeling like you need to take care of everyone because you felt like your needs weren't met as a child? Helping everyone around you regardless of age because you feel like a mother figure, yet feel like no one takes care of you at times. I said a little bit of both. Right. And I'm like, too confused. Then, makes sense. I'm like, makes sense of what? So you then, you feel whole when you're taking care of someone, then the piece of you are taking away with everyone you offer yourself. Oh, I have to tell you, like, the night before we were talking about, like, I was telling him I'm not dating again for a while because I'm toxic. Apparently, I'm toxic. I'm hella toxic. This last guy I dated, he told me I'm hella toxic after we broke up. So that made no sense. So that's what started. So just clarify for what I'm about to read. The guy you was dating was expecting everything for himself, and when you broke down, he didn't know what to do because he was focused on himself instead of you. It was more him than you. It separated you both emotionally and physically with attraction, and made you see dating and relationships as too draining and busy because no one understood what you were going through. That's the OMG. He reads my mind well. Then he sent me a screenshot of his Pandora again. And this is what he was this is what it was. I don't know if you can see properly. But it was Idika Badu by Logic and Wiz Khalifa. I don't know if I'm saying the title of the song right.
Who sent you the screenshots of that?
So you can say what it is. I heard her correctly.
Check your chat, people. I can't say it for liability reasons. You're not supposed to say people's actual name on the internet without the permission.
Oh.
So we proceeded to keep going on. My phone's doing something creepy right now. Give me a minute. So we started talking about. So yeah. Not tell him my family just chucked my childlike behavior to me being autistic. I'm autistic, okay? Okay, it's bad. He apologized because he feels sad for me, and I told him I just thought my need to take care of other people to me wanting to be a mother. He also told me that could be a reason to also explain. I had really bad baby fever. Let me explain how bad my baby fever is. I could go in the department store, walk past the baby section, and I want to cry. I can see a little child and feel. I have to tell myself I'm black, so let's not come up with ways to kidnap somebody's child because you have some weird ways of being a mom. The need. I have that desirable need to be a mom, even though I am 20 with that with no life, and I can't keep a boyfriend. So, and none of my friends' genetics is worth using. And plus, my mom would kill me for Plan B or C or D. Well, D, I have to show that I can prove that I can have finances to take care of a child and a home. So I can't do D as yet, but my mom would kill me for plan B and C. We don't know if C will stick, so if I try C would be too expensive. B is just free, and because I can just use a syringe I could buy in the pharmacy or a turkey baster. So B is more affordable because a turkey baster is like $5 if you buy the cheap kind. If you want the good kind, it's like $12 or $1.25 if you buy it at the Dollar Tree.
What the hell are y'all talking about?
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Really, if you catch my metaphor and my drift and you would have probably understood what I was talking about. But hey. So yeah. Saying they can explain, and your mental and your maternal instincts are always getting you to want to take care of people. He said he doesn't really know, he's not a professional, so he's just someone who smokes weed and thinks a lot.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Well, my cousin, she smokes weed, and when she smokes weed, she eats a lot. I mean, a lot.
Are you talking about me?
No.
You're her cousin.
I have a cousin who smokes weed, and she eats a lot.
Oh.
My brother, he smokes weed. My older brother, he was 15 years older than me. So let me tell you, my friend, 14 years older than me. My brother, 15 years older than me. Keep that in mind. The point is that I never seen my brother smoke weed, so I don't know how he behaves when he's high. But my cousin, she thinks and eats a lot when she's high.
Sounds like what do you call it? Hybrid.
Yeah.
I cannot say my meds I just take that makes me trippy is the equivalent to weed, so I cannot. But when I am trippy on my meds, that makes me feel like I'm floating in cloud nine. I just eat a lot and end up watching really messed up anime and reading the most weirdest erotica smut manga because I want to sleep, but I don't want to sleep. So when I'm tripping on my meds and I decide to sleep, and somebody wakes me up in the middle of my trippy sleep, I end up eating a lot. One time, my friend, he called me out of my sleep, and he called me out of my sleep, and so he can tell I'm gone, I'm trippy, and he's like, "Why? What happened to you? Why? What happened?" And he's like, "I'm like, I got a migraine, and I checked myself to the health clinic, and they gave me some trippy meds. I'm tripping right now." And he's like, "Okay." And so, well, you know what I did? I had some cookie dough in the fridge that I had made. I made cookies. I ate ice cream. After I ate the ice cream, I ate a bologna sandwich with a lot of cheese, a lot of mayo, and a lot of lunch meat. Then I had some chips. And then I had a Pop-Tart.
Oh my goodness.
That's what happens when you call me in the middle of my trippiness. But if you wake me up in the middle of that, but if I wake myself up, I would eat. one time I ate just cookies and ice cream, and then I fell asleep eating the cookies. That so I have no idea what happened after that. All I remember is waking up with a lot of crumbs. Anywho, back to the story. Back to the story.
Oh, which one?
What?
Which one?
The main topic at hand. So I told him I've never dated a guy who accepts my newfound lifestyle. I'd say newfound because like I found this out when I was like 16, thanks to Wattpad. And then my friend, he's telling me I need to stop reading Wattpad because it leads me into a damn rabbit hole.
What's wrong with that?
I know, right? There's nothing wrong with having a damn interest, curiosity for something. Then I told him I was with a guy who quite introduced to this lifestyle, and he found out he was little, and then it was like he asked me how was that. The same friend he asked me how was how was that relationship when he found out. He was depressing all the time. He still is, literally. I talked to him. Right now, I have to persuade him to eat to at least eat 2 meals. How do you? And I come to find out 2 depressing people cannot be together. You know why? Who is helping who out? Help me out here, guys. Am I right? 2 depressing people cannot be together.
Yes.
Same way how it's 2 fricked up people cannot be together because they're both gonna get them in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
2 criminals can't be together. 2 junkies can't be together. Who's gonna help who out with getting off the drugs, man?
Rehab.
Who's gonna tell who to go to rehab?
Yeah, that's true.
2 druggies trying to tell each other to go to rehab. It's just like, what? You and I doing the same mess. Why are you telling me to go to rehab? You go to rehab. So he was like, I told him I still keep keep him in check every now and then. And then he asked me if he would grow up. And I was confused. I said, "What do you mean?" So he explained. You said he's depressing. He's inevitably running the chance of growth, being all sad and depressing. People don't want to be around that. Meeting new people and opening doors is a way for a way to develop mental and emotionally. I hate when this happens.
What?
Oh, I think my music turns off, but it doesn't turn off. So, because new smiles and new scenery lightens up people's mood and serotonin in the brain, which is a rewarding chemical when we do good deeds or better ourselves. A dopamine is the return chemical that helps cheer us up and makes us smile when we feel good inside about ourselves. I tell him I'm confused, and I also sent him a bunch of confusing Bitmoji stickers on you get on Snapchat.
Mhm.
So that's what I sent him. So he explains to me simply saying if he doesn't stop being all depressed, he won't have a better life. So yeah, that's basically what we were talking about the whole day. So we did talk about him joining the live stream every now and then, but he doesn't live by himself. He lives with his sister. So he yes, a man in his 30s lives with his sister and has a kid. Great. Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he doesn't get to see his kid often or at all because of his messed up baby mama. But not my story to tell. Okay, I'm only hearing Chris. I'm not hearing the other person on this phone.
I'm still here.
Yeah, but respond. You see, I'm hearing a lot from Chris.
I'm kind of falling asleep since I stopped my movie.
So you watch, so to stay up at night, you watch a movie?
No, I usually text a friend.
Well, now you're talking to this friend. So
she says, I'm tired. I'm like, okay, good night.
you sound like you're high.
Like I'm what?
Like you're high. You sound like it.
Christine, Gamer Girl, do I sound like I'm high? Somewhat? Oh, that's interesting.
If you meet me in person, you would think, T, are you high? Oh my goodness, I kid you not. I wish I had a video. About this. I know I'm straight from the topic, but like, dude, I wish I had a video. I wish I had a video about this incident. Happened to me at school at 16. So I'm gonna paint a picture for y'all. I'm gonna paint the picture. So I'm waiting for my teacher to come to the classroom. To my science class. So I'm leaning on the door, and the kids from my science class, we come into the corridor. Let me tell you, this corridor is on the out, like you can see the outside, you can smell the outside, you can get wet from the rain and everything. That's the picture. So waiting. So it's like waiting. So here's the door and here's the banister. It's like a porch kind of way. So waiting for the teacher. I'm sucking my lollipop like I do every day. First period of the day. I'm always eating a lollipop first period and third period. First and third period I'm always eating lollipop. So I'm leaving because I like candy. Dude, child, you saw me buy gummies, chocolates, licorice, and lollipops. You can tell I like a lot of candy. So I'm leaning against the door, and as I'm licking my lollipop, my friends all ask me, "Did you smoke weed before you come to school?" I was like, "Where am I going to get that? I'm too to find that. Even though I have friends who smoke weed, they don't trust me enough to smoke it.
No.
Nope.
I know tea way too well.
My new friends who smoke weed, don't trust me enough to give me to try. Because why? I'm already doped up on life with on my own. So giving me weed is like giving me steroids.
Oh, I can imagine.
So
I can imagine that.
let me tell you. I just moved to this country, and all I've been taking is nothing but Benadryl for about for like 4 months because I keep having a new allergy breakout, a new rash somewhere, and so I kid you not, I literally sped through the entirety of fourth form, doped up on meds. So I have no memory of half the things I did in fourth form because I was on meds all the time. I was doped up on meds. So my brain couldn't even process none of the freaking information that was given to me in school. Why? I'm always doped up on meds. So they asked me if I smoke weed in my classmates, and I said no. So finally, my teacher literally walks by in front of me, and I said hi, and it didn't register in my brain to get off the door because he's going to open the door from the inside. They're all telling me, get off the door. You know me, stubborn, don't like to listen to people. So I'm just like laying on the door. And my teacher, he opens the door with so much force. I fell right in backwards instead of backwards. And so after I hit my head on the floor, which is concrete, I went to sleep. My teacher did poke me 5 times during the entire class. Because he doesn't like people sleeping in his class.
I was with her phone.
What?
What is she doing?
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, I fell onto concrete on the floor. So, when I got into class, I went to sleep, and my teacher did poke me 5 times. He poked me a lot. I tell you, a lot. He poked me. So, because he didn't like people sleeping in his class. God, may he rest in peace. Best teacher ever. The only thing I can remember is my hot HSB teacher and my weird math teacher. That's literally all I can remember from school. I also had a hot lessons teacher. Yeah, a hot tutor. I only went to his lessons, his tutoring classes, because he was both. I needed to pass the class, and also he was hot. Now his whole fan girl in the school is now crying because he got married. We all imagine this man single and young. Most of us, but he's married now. And this whole fangirl is like crying. We also had another teacher who was also hot and young. I do not want to assume he's single too, because next we know, we assume he's single, and next we know we find out he's engaged to some lady from another Caribbean island. Yeah, you know. So literally, I was doped up on meds the entire fourth form. My 16. Huh?
Oh my god, I said.
Oh, yeah. So basically, my friends already saw my behavior, doped up on meds. Just imagine they give me weed. Like right now, I'm in so much pain these days since it got cold that I'm like, okay, before this, Ma, Dad, Father, do not kill me for when I say this. It's just a thought. I may not do it because I'm too broke to afford it. And if I try to get the cheap batch, I might end up dead. So let's not do that idea. And it was like this close to try weed to help with the pain and the migraine. I was this close to asking my cousin to hook me up with some. Because she knows a guy who knows a guy. She knows a guy who can get her paper. And then she knows a guy who can get her the weed.
Why not just get a bowl?
Yeah,
What?
a bowl.
We her just to get her a bowl.
What do you mean? Like, she just buy a batch, but then like she smokes too much. When she's nervous or anxious or don't have her own space, she smokes too much. I laughed at my cousin. She spent what? What? Why are you laughing?
It's funny.
I don't believe you can smoke too much.
Yeah.
Dude, I was sitting there. I mean, okay. I was sitting there. 45 minutes go by. She smokes. Another 45 minutes go by. She smokes again.
Maybe chasing your high, but this is doing too much.
And then a half hour goes by. She smokes again. 45 minutes go by again. She smokes again. She's gone. Comes back high. My cousin is a pothead who. She's alcoholic. She's an alcoholic pothead. Huh?
What's that term? Cross
I don't know. My mom never lets me explore life. A what, baby?
No, it's called cross-trading, I think.
Oh. My cousin gets so drunk that you would have to carry her to the car, then to the house, then to her room. And she gets so high too. Try mix that with weed and alcohol do not mix. She's weird. So I'm not saying my cousin, she's a smart cookie. Even the amount of alcohol and weed she does, she's a smart cookie. Okay, she's hella smart, man. She says the weed does help calm the brain down a little bit, but like not so much that she's dumb. She's hella smart. Okay, she's doing political science in university in Philly. It's called Temple University, and then she wants to do law. She wants to be a lawyer. She wants to be a political. She wants to do political used to be a political lawyer.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it's called. So my cousin is smart. So okay. I stray away from the topic at hand here, man. What's the topic at hand?
How many people have joined?
No one.
How sad.
We're watching.
Maybe because last live streams was interesting because we talked while I cleaned my room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Gigi and somebody else was role playing.
Me and it. Anyway.
No one was role playing, just a fact. What in the chat?
Yeah.
No one's role playing because I talked to him yesterday, and he was pissed off with her.
Oh, yesterday I wasn't there.
I didn't do a live stream yesterday. So anyhow, so like I said, do not quote me. Do not use me a credible source to do research on this lifestyle because I'm still doing research because I can never find somebody in my life who accepts my weird lifestyle, and plus no one knows about it except my little brother and sister's primary school friend because she is one too. She's a little, and I'm switch. I have my moments when I'm overwhelmed or having a panic attack or scared about a situation or place or, or anything. I tend to because I'm autistic, so I have these. I get triggers really easily a little bit. My way of coping with everything that's going on with me is to just basically, if I stuck in big me, I would cry a lot. It's be ugly cries. But if I if I have a person who's trying to calm me down, trying to bring me back to normal, my brain would decided to listen to the baby voice in my head. Who's like 4 years old. Not 4, she's 2. Sometimes she's 4. Sometimes she's 6. I still listen to that voice in my head, and so my friends know that I am no longer T. So I just call this persona, this other persona of me, Tristan. I call it Tristan. And I come to find out also, littles don't vary in different ages. So you have like toddler age, you have baby, toddler, and teenager. I'm a full on toddler. I'll call that other persona Tristan. Let's call her Tristan. So she is the reason. She is the reason for my childlike behavior sometimes. So when I'm calming down from a panic attack, my brain doesn't know what to do. Jessica, who's like she's like my adult version of a submissive. She's made me seem like a doormat more than anything else in my lifetime. Sometimes I listen to her when she's more scared than anything. when she's scared, more scared than Tristan, and Tristan is scared. So there's like my like T doesn't know what to do with life right now because she's having a panic attack, and she doesn't know to listen to Jessica or Tristan. And so and the voice of reasoning, which is Emily, we call her the mom of this whole system I have made for myself to cope with life. So she would say, because depending on where I am and what's it and who I'm around, Emily, the voice of reasoning, would say, okay, Jessica is the voice of reasoning for the situation. But if I'm home or out with friends who understand and family, or like I'm around my mom who understands like the childlike behavior is because I'm having I just had a panic attack. But my mom doesn't know that I'm a little. She doesn't know that because why? My mom was attacking a whole pack of booty. So yeah, and so I just
Hey, I'm gonna get off here because I'm getting tired.
Okay, bye, friend.
Bye.
Say bye to YouTube as
Bye.
you leave.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye. Bye, friend.
So what's this with just us two?
Huh?
Does that leave it with just us two for now?
Yeah, that we will just two for now. Since I didn't have a lot of participants like last live stream, after I say this, I'm gonna cut off. So as I was saying, I I was listening to Tristan when I'm around my mom, because she knows I'm autistic, so my childlike behavior is because I just had a panic attack and I'm autistic. I'm in a scary situation, and I just had a panic, and I'm autistic. So my mother, I allow it for my mom, but my siblings, they just look at me weird. So I don't. I just listen to Jessica more when I'm around my siblings, and when I'm around my friends who know I'm autistic and stuff. I tend to listen to Jessica a little bit more than Tristan, but I still listen to Tristan to make me feel better with life. So T has people she listens to with life. Then, so yeah. But my normal everyday life, I listen to Ashley and Vanessa. More Vanessa than Ashley. Vanessa is like a dominatrix who can murder you in your sleep. But the voice of reasoning is tell me not to do the do the act of murdering somebody.
Okay.
So yeah, but I know the next live might be interesting. The comments might be interesting. The conversation might be interesting. So this is your wonderful girl T signing off, and my friend, say bye to YouTube, friend.
Bye, YouTube.